Hi, everybody. Happy Labor Day to you all. I do have expected guests tonight of Eddie and Jenn Mythical Journeys. They haven't quite come on yet, and so I'm going to give everybody a minute to kind of get in there and all that, and then we will kick the show off. If you would please go ahead and share this out and give it a like, and then we'll just wait for some more people to join. You should know I washed my hair just for the show tonight. I just shared a link into the comments for anybody who might want to come on. It looks like Eddie and Jenn will be on in a little bit. They said that they're trying to get the boys' dinner done. So I'm just going to respond to him real quick. Okay, no biggie, period. I started the show. I'm just trying to see if anybody else might want to come on to kind of fill in the void, period. So, but, hey, Tammy. You know what, Tammy? This might be a good night if you'd like to come on. I do have some guests coming on, but they're kind of running a little behind. They're trying to get their kids fed, and whatever. So that link above your comment is actually gets you into the show if you'd like to join tonight. And when they come on, you can even ask them questions. They're very knowledgeable, and they have 3 boys with some intellectual disabilities, and so they have a lot of expertise in the paranormal regarding that too. So just throwing that out there. Oh, okay. Ed and Jen are coming in now. Hey.
How you doing?
Good. Are you good? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm sorry it took me a little bit longer. We're getting the boys dinner at the moment,
It's okay.
so I do apologize for
That's all right.
tardiness.
That's all right. I was inviting America's Gigi there in the comment. Her name is Tammy to come on with us. I had explained, she's very interested in things paranormal. Hey, Jen, and uh, and is learning a lot. And I told her about how you guys are very knowledgeable, especially regarding the paranormal and people with intellectual disabilities. And I thought that it might benefit
Hmm.
her a lot. I'm not going to explain her whole life, but so I offered to bring her in as well if
Right.
she'd like to and speak to you. So, but
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. We're down to talk to anybody.
I knew you would be. So, um, so I brought you on. First of all, I want to say I am sorry for your loss. I know you guys are going through a lot right now, and I appreciate you coming on. And you doing okay though? You holding up okay?
Yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing great. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that as well. But yeah, we're holding it down. That's the one thing about life. And the two things that's guaranteed in life is death and taxes.
Right.
So
Yes.
it's gonna happen.
Yes.
And we just have to make the best of it. Give me a second
Sure.
here. We're playing musical chairs.
Okay.
I give her the big chair while I take the little chair. Yeah, plus she's got
I
back
like her
problems.
sweater though. That looks nice.
Oh, thank you. It took me all day to make it.
Oh.
It's so comfortable.
No, I didn't. I wish I did.
Okay. So Tammy won't be able to. Looks like she said my phone hasn't been working well and with super slow data. I don't know if it would work if I try to log on. Rain check, or I can simply post questions. Yes, Tammy, by all means, just post your questions. These two people here. This is Jen and this is Eddie, and they, like I said, they have three boys who do have some intellectual things going on. So they are very well versed in the paranormal and correlation to that as well. And so, Jen, I know you, I don't know if you heard or not, but Miss Tammy here, or America's Gigi in the comments section, she is a friend of
Mhm.
mine who has been having some things happening, and she is very like curious. She's trying to find answers to try to explain some of the things that are happening. There are some things going on with her kids, particularly, who all do have
Um,
some health things going on and
it's never
stuff.
an easy question. It's never an easy question when it comes to dealing with your
Right,
children.
right, exactly. Exactly. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's starting to get affect her grandchild as well. So, um, yeah.
Wow.
So, but yeah,
Yeah,
Tammy, you're welcome to ask
I'm,
your questions right there in the comments. They can see them. So,
yeah, because I'm curious as to what's going on. Maybe we can help her this way.
And if I can, I know other people that
Right. We know other people
totally
that
can,
will.
assist with those. I have a friend who does crossovers. I have friends who dig deeper than what we, what I'm saying, 'cause we're not investigators. We're just
Right.
enthusiasts. So
We tell
if
people
we
we're not
can't do it,
investigators.
we always find other people.
Right. But we've
That
been
way.
doing this for over 20 something years. So,
right. And that's the thing.
you
I've
know,
tried to give her what I know and whatever. And that's when I invite her over here to watch the shows and stuff like that and get more engaged with the Facebook page and stuff so that she could ask her questions and have people who know other things that I don't know, be able to come on and answer them as
mhm.
well. So, but yeah. So, well, thanks for coming tonight, guys. I know it's been a crazy week, and I know you guys are going to be going live yourself at 8. I saw that, and
Yeah,
I commented
actually,
like, "Are you still
it
coming
might
on?"
be as soon as I'm done. Yeah, as soon as I'm done here, we may be going live next on our channel.
Yeah, because our friend Drina and Mike
uh,
goes
yeah,
live at 9, and we don't
and we
want
don't want to
to
step on
Oh, right,
toes.
right,
So
gotcha.
I figured we'll go on an hour earlier because usually on Mondays, I don't go
Right,
live.
Sundays.
And so we're always over at Drina and Mike's, but I didn't go live yet last night because we had a real bad thunderstorm.
Oh, it was bad.
It was bad. So there was no way I was going to get on this computer. It's bad enough we have a window that's right here in front of us, and there's no
So you
curtain.
can see it all happening.
So yeah, we watch it all. We watch the lightning show and everything, and so we're like, nah, we're good.
All right. Well,
So have to
I
cancel
invited
out.
you guys here under the miscommunication. Apparently, if you remember right, when I messaged you, Vicky,
Mhm.
my team leader, had said something about you guys making more shows apparently that were maybe more comedy related. And you're like, I was, and then we finally cleared it up that you were thinking about bringing more comedy
Right.
into your show.
This is what we want to do. We just want to make the show more
Yep.
entertaining. So even though we're talking about the paranormal, we're still going to have some quirkiness because
Yeah.
that's me. Jen is the
Me
serious
too.
one. I'm the one that's always goofy, and always like to have fun with it, But that's what we want to do. We just want to bring more entertainment into the paranormal because we watch a lot of shows and there's a lot of people just taking it way too serious.
Yeah.
And laughter is the best medicine.
Yes, it is.
So let's have some fun. Let's have some laughs, and at the same time, do spirit box sessions. Even though when we do spirit box sessions, when we're out and about, I'll have fun with it. And my wife will sometimes clunk me on the head and tell me get serious and stuff like that. But this is one of the things I tell my wife, and I tell a lot of people: when you do a spirit box session, just remember that spirits were people at one place or time.
Exactly.
So let's not forget that. And a spirit like a good joke, they might tell you a good joke. It just takes us a little bit of time to catch it. America's Gigi said, "How do those who possess these abilities handle the severe anxiety that accompany them?" Now, I'm gonna answer that for you. It's not easy, but it is. And now that's going to confuse you right there by itself. Let me tell you why. Because it's if you let it bother you, it will control you. It will consume you. However, if you really just put yourself on pause and just relax and chill.
Meditation.
And meditate.
Is a big yes. When it comes to that, a lot of meditation, a lot of me time. You know what I'm saying? Taking breaks is the best sympathy, thing for that. So.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. I think it's a way you must learn how to shut it down and off so that you can take your break from it, because that's what's causing anxiety is the constant bombardment of it.
Right. Because you got to remember, we have 3 boys with special needs. So we don't want that negativity to, overwhelm our house, so it stays out the door. And so we always keep ourselves positive. And that's why even when you don't see us on camera, we're always joking around with each other. And people say, how is it that you guys got so much to talk about? You guys been together for 28 years, because we make time.
I would say Ruben and I have been together for 21 years. And I mean, we do find those lulls, but for the most part, though, it's, we're still doing it somehow. So. Okay, so Tammy said, I'm sorry, go ahead. Oh, okay.
No, go ahead. Because
she said, for whatever reason, it seemed to be a familial link where multiple people in the family, both ancestors and young ones, all have varying abilities. And so that's where you guys were going to come in for me, I think, to help her. Mm-hmm. The one thing she's not mentioning here is that there is some genetic health issues that are going on in the family as well. They all share. And so she wonders if that doesn't have something to do with it. Their health gets pretty bad, and so I think there's like a wall almost that comes down for them that they're vulnerable.
Yes. And they have to be very, very, very careful with that when you're vulnerable, because you don't let in just the good spirits. You can let in the negative and not so good spirits.
Right.
So I always tell people to figure a way to meditate and learn to block. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? We got to learn how to meditate and learn your what is that?
Your chakras,
You know what I'm saying? Got to learn to block that so it doesn't affect what I'm saying, your everyday life, because
that's why I say it's not easy. Can't. It's not easy, but it is, because it all depends on you.
It requires.
I mean, I can honestly say, you know what I'm saying? I blocked it. I had the abilities. I used to be able to see them, hear them, talk to them when I was a teenager, all the way up to in my 20s. But, back in those days, they really weren't keen to that situation. You were crazy. So I was supposed to be admit, you know what I'm saying? They wanted to admit me. I was on a lot of medication, and I blocked all that. You know, when I had my kids around that time, I blocked a lot of that ability away. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to it affect my children. You know what I'm saying?
This is what it did do.
It
what it did though is it sprung onto our daughter, Des. You know, who's
it's genetic.
sensitive.
It's very genetic.
Our boys are very sensitive. You know, so like Manny can see things basically that we can't. Okay, and most of the time, all he has to do is point.
Well, I think a lot of children with disabilities are pure and they're innocent and they have that childlike mind. So they already still have that ability because, you know, that mind ain't closed off like you get when you're
by
an adult.
outside influences. Their mind hasn't been closed down to because of criticism, because of negative thoughts and all, you know what I mean?
And they don't understand the adult thing because in their mind is their children. You know what I'm saying? They will never understand the concept of being grown up and be adults when they have disabilities because, you know, their mindset are at that child level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my son Manny will always have that. He's a toddler, so he has a 2-year-old level at certain things. So he's a child, just like my son Tony. He's in his he's 26.
26, yep.
And in his mind, he's a child. He's not an adult. We see him as an adult, but to him, he's not an adult. His mind is not an adult mind. Even Cody, he looks normal. He talks normal. So he acts normal, but he's not. He has a mind of a 10-year-old. So the things that he's do, you know what I'm saying? At least with him, I can sit him down and he has a little bit more
intelligence
to understand, you know, right from wrong. You know, if you keep explaining it to him and piece by piece, little by little on understanding of what's right, what's wrong, what's yay, what's nay, you know what I'm saying?
And then the other boys,
of an adult. But in most circumstances, he's a mind of a child. You know what I'm saying? He wants to play with children because in his mind, he's not an adult. He's a child. And we have to sit down and explain to him sometimes, baby, you know, even though you have a mind of a child, you're an adult. You know what I'm saying? Other people don't see you as we see you. You know what I'm saying? And we know that you're a child. They don't see that. They see a man. They see a grown man.
And that's right. All children are open. So even if you have the mindset of a child, just remember, all children are open. So even if you're 35 years old and you still have the mentality of a 5-year-old, all children are open.
Yep.
And hello, somebody said hello to us. So hello.
Daryl.
What is her name again? Yeah, Daryl. Hello. Didn't want to be rude. Did not want to be rude.
Daryl is our team leader, Vicky. That's her ex-husband. He's very supportive. I think technically coming back into the group, I know he won't admit it, but on our last global ghost hunt thing that we did, he was there. He participated and he stood in the picture. So I told him, I was like, "You're in." I mean, what else is there?
Still get along with your ex? All my exes live in Texas.
Oh, then I might lose Ruben. I gotta leave him behind whenever I come down. But
so yeah, and so but when we approach, you know, when we do spirit box sessions, number one, we use compassion, you know, and respect. You know, I always, you know, I please them by saying hello. I hope you don't mind us being here. And we introduce ourselves. We let them know we come to them out of no disrespect whatsoever, you know, because they know what you feel. Because you got to remember, they're a ball of energy. So when we leave this shell of a body of ours, we become a ball of energy. So you're going to have directions as to where you want to go in your realm. Okay, it's up to you to choose. And so if you choose to stay, that's because you chose. If you turn around and see that light behind you and you decide to follow that light, then you're crossing over to another world. However, you're still going to be loved regardless, you can still look down on your loved ones,
You can come back when
and
they
you
ask
can
you to
come back when they ask you to.
When they ask
So the
for it.
door is still open. And that's what I honestly feel. That's why when we do spirit box sessions, a lot of these souls are lost, and they want answers. They want to know what's going on. Who are you? Why are you here? And then when you talk to them, all they want is comfort.
I always tell people, you come into an investigation with negativity, you're going to get nothing but negativity.
Right, because
you asked for it.
Right.
You come there with positivity, and they're not stupid. They know.
Right.
They can read you off the bat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're a good person and you're very positive and you're coming there with love and respect, they know that, and they'll give you that.
Right.
I mean, granted, you still get a-holes.
Right.
Because that's how they
have them out here, of course.
You just got to remember, the way you are in life, you're going to be the same way in death. So if you left this life and you was loving and so positive and respectful, you're going to be the same way in death. But if you were mean and nasty and hateful in life, you're going to be the same way in death. Nothing changes. The only thing that changes is your environment. That's
right.
it. So,
Real quick, I just want to let you know that Tammy did thank you guys for answering some of her questions.
oh, you're very welcome, Tammy. That'd be $2.50.
No.
I was actually going to see if Vicky would occasionally just throw their link, please, up into the chat for me, so that also Tammy can go over there and watch their show too as well.
Yeah, come on by, and everybody's welcome. You come, you've nothing but love. First of all, that's one thing that you will come when you will feel when you come to our live streams, and we have fun. We treat everybody like family, just like you're at the Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family.
That's the one thing I can say for sure, Tammy, is that these guys are just so down to earth and genuine people. Like they're just, I like these people. So,
and we need that, because the way in the direction that this world is going right now, the divisiveness, we need to keep passing more love and paying it forward.
yes,
We really do. I got some guests that's going to be coming up in the future that's going to knock your socks off. I'll tell you that.
Oh, really?
Yes, I can't tell you who they are, but they agreed to come up, and you'll see. In the coming weeks, you will see.
Okay. All right. So Daryl wants to know, what do you guys think of groups who use abrasive comments to try to encourage a response?
I don't agree.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree. When you do that, you're just bringing negativity.
Right. You're going to get what you asked for. So if you come in there and you're thinking you're going to be all this and you're going to talk mad stuff about them and ask stupid questions, you're going to get stupid answers. It's just like a game show. You want stupid prizes, you'll get it. What do we have for them, Bob? We have this no good microwave oven. It worked with it yesterday, but it doesn't work today. But you can have it for free.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So Vicky wants to know, how do you do with a ball of energy that's bipolar?
The same way.
Respect.
Because respect. You treat them. You got to remember, they were people at one place or time. So you still treat them with respect, regardless.
But at the same time, you have to set boundaries.
Right. Set your boundaries.
That's with any spirit, positive or negative. You have to set boundaries.
Yes. Set your boundaries.
You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you have to protect yourself.
Yes.
Protect yourself.
Protect
at all
yourself.
times. Cleanse and protection.
That's right. I'll show you my protection. Where is that? Right here. Let me grab this. Right here. Look at this. Look at this big boy. I'm trying to,
maybe just put your hand behind it. Maybe it's really just bright. It's hard to. Oh, so it's a stone of some sort.
it's a piece of pink granite.
Oh.
And just when you think I use this for spirits, if you break in my house, I will use it for you also. So it works in so many good ways. It gets rid of that negative energy one way or another. So if you're a spirit, it'll help get rid of that. If you're a human, it'll help get rid of you too. So this comes in so many. It is so handy. Believe me. Always have one of these. When you're, especially when you do a spirit box session, always have one handy. That's how I get rid of that negative
I
energy.
love that. I'll take stupid for 300.
Okay, stupid for 300. For 300, Queen Elizabeth, her first car was a
Yeah, I don't know. A horse and carriage? I don't know. What
Mustang.
is a horse and carriage? I mean,
A Mustang, literally.
oh. Oh, I forgot to get something to drink before I sat down. Of
That's
course.
okay. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a shot of Jack Daniels every now and then.
Pepsi, sir. Pepsi.
Can you imagine? I was always imagine if we was to do like if we was to be drinking and doing a spirit box session, that'd be hilarious.
That'd be
Okay.
I
I'm
got
not
spirit for you. Oh, shit.
So here's the thing. In our group, we do have a very specific rule that we cannot be under the influence during an investigation. But I personally, I think we should do it at least once.
You know what?
I
I think it would be funny as heck because you know what? The truth, it's a truth serum. I'm telling you.
And not only that, it lowers your inhibition. So somebody
sure
like me who's
It's
not expecting to see something, I wonder if my inhibitions are lowered, if I actually will be more open to the paranormal.
Oh yeah, and at the same time, a lot more loose because you be like, oh, I want a succubus. Oh, come on, you succubus.
Oh my God! No!
Like, yeah, oh shit, oh yeah.
No, Eddie, no. No, you stop that. Your wife is sitting right there.
I always told Jen though, I think it would be hilarious because Jen doesn't drink that much. I'm a recovering alcoholic.
drinking, okay?
I'm a recovering alcoholic. And I told Jen I should get drunk one day. We do a live spirit box session. I'll be like, yeah, spirit, so what? I'm drunk. But I'm drunk in my house. And this is my wife. And you better not mess with my wife. I'll fire you. Where? Who are you?
If you invite the succubus, make sure you bring the incubus with. My wife is here.
I got your succubus. I am right here. Oh.
Jen is like, stop it. Look at her. Daryl does have a good question. I wonder this often. Do you guys ever encounter somebody who doesn't know that they have passed? I wonder every time.
Yes.
A lot of times.
Those are basically spirits, though, on a serious note. Those are basically spirits, though, that's been traumatized, whether they've been murdered or they've been, ran over by a car or something traumatic that happened. Suicide, those spirits are confused.
They're lost and they are in denial of being dead.
Right, because
see a lot of that.
It's like, they jump out of their body.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And now they're stuck because they're like, what's going on? They see themselves and they're wondering what's going on. And so they're trying to talk to someone. If they know that you're a listener, that's what they basically would consider us, listeners. Because if they know that you're a listener, they're going to come to you with questions. Yes. And when I turn on that spirit box, whether it be this or whether it be my Phasma box, they're going to come through and get your answers that you want. Okay.
Right.
Sometimes they'll come to us with an answer, but we don't catch it till the last minute. But there's also times that they'll answer your question before you even ask it.
Yeah. It's like, how do you know?
Right.
So Tammy says, back to Daryl, my daughter got into an elevator with an elderly lady at the University of Missouri, and the lady told my daughter she couldn't find her way to the parking garage. She didn't know she had passed. So that's Tammy, her kids.
Yes.
Hospitals are very common place for that because they're confused. They don't know. Nursing homes is another one. You know what I'm saying? Because most of those people probably died alone.
Right.
And confused. You know what I'm saying? And most of them probably had dementia. So a lot of them are Alzheimer's. So they don't understand the passing or the death. Right. So when they die, they're like, okay, they try to go on with a normal, way of life that they did before they passed away, not realizing they had passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's the thing. I agree. Of course, of course, everything that you say and I say or whatever, of course, cannot be proven for sure. But I agree. I think that those who don't know that they have PATS because, like you mentioned, dementia probably, they don't. And maybe when they passed away, they were still back in the 50s, a kid. I wonder about those things. And then, or it was such a traumatic passing that they didn't have time to process, hey, this actually happened to me. I'm not here anymore.
And then you had back in the long time ago days, they didn't have equipment to where we can actually talk back or listen to them or hear what they got to say if we don't have abilities. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
The
exactly.
only ones they did have abilities back in those days, they considered witches, and they would
Yes.
do what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The horrible way to go, but that's, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of those people with those special abilities would not, come out that they were because of fear of that.
Right, right.
Yeah, if you're wondering what I'm doing, my son's sitting here watching TV, I'm putting this on the TV so he can see it on there. Plus,
Oh, okay.
plus it'll give you another person in. So,
Oh, okay.
so I thought, yeah, let me put this on the TV because that way they can see who we're talking to instead of looking at trying to squeeze over to look at the small screen. I'm sorry, you guys.
We asked the spirits.
There we go. I got
Yep.
it right.
I really don't remember that. I have to rewatch. We have to go back and watch footage, of course, and everything. But I do remember them talking about that, though. I don't remember what led up to them asking if it was drunk, though. Something was happening, and they were like, "Are you drunk?" And it was like, I don't know.
Right.
So the lady that Tammy's daughter talked to, she said she had some type of cancer. My daughter said her sickness was exclusive to her chest, either lung or breast cancer.
Oh.
So I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, her daughter, like I said, her kids have these abilities, and I think even Tammy suspects she does. I think that, like many other adults, there was that time where we kind of closed ourselves off to that sort of thing. And I think, but she does see things. The way she described it to me, it was almost like vortexes, like various colors and patterns and stuff like this. But and it's not like she hasn't seen a doctor, so it's not like a neurological disorder or anything like that. So, but her visions are quite different.
Right.
Everyone has different visions. You know what I'm saying? You have some that have experience of visions of these people in their dreams, in their sleep. They're not necessarily awoke with the ability. They're sleeping, and those spirits come to them in dreams.
You know what? I think personally, a lot of spirits come to us in dreams, and I'll tell you one. This is recent. I'm not going to get emotional, but I told my wife I had a dream with my mom the night that she passed, and I had a dream that she was walking with me hand in hand. And we were walking and talking, and my dad came to me. I can't remember what we were talking about, but my dad came up because my dad passed also. And he came and said, "Hey, I got your mom." And I remember my mom saying, "Hey, you go on ahead and take care of them babies." And I remember I told my mom way before she died, I want to say 4 years ago, we were talking about this. I and my mom, I said, "Mom, if you pass away, I don't want to remember you in a box." And she told me, "I don't blame you. I don't want you to remember me that way either." She said, "I just want you to take care of my grandbabies." So when I was walking with her arm in arm, I said, "Mom, I love you." She said, "I love you too." But my dad said, "Hey, go answer your phone. Your brother called you." And I said, "Okay." Now I'm thinking that this is a dream. Okay. And he said, "I got your mom, and you go on ahead and take care of them babies." And my mom gave me a kiss on the cheek. And my dad gave me a hug and said, "Hey, we love you. We're going to be watching you." And I said, "I love you too." And all of a sudden my phone rang. And so when my phone rang, I answered my phone. And it was my oldest brother, Anthony. And he called and said, "Hey, Mom passed tonight." And my exact words to him was, "I know."
That's huge. That is huge. I shared a little bit with you about my mom passing on the actually on the day that your mom was, it was
Mm-hmm.
her ceremony and stuff. And I know the night before my mom actually passed away, I dreamed of her. And my mother was a double amputee, diabetic complications, and that's actually what she passed away from, was diabetic complications. But in my
Mm-hmm.
dream, she stood up out of her bed, walked through the door of her nursing home room, and all I remember before she walked through the door, though, there was just this bright light. There was nothing there, just light.
Right.
And I remember my mom reaching her hand out like she was reaching for somebody else's hands, and then
Mm-hmm.
she just looked over at me and gave me the big smile, and then she
Right.
was gone. And I was so happy because she actually stood up and was walking out the door. She didn't have her legs in real life, but in my dream, she did. And
Mm-hmm.
the next day she passed away. I
Wow.
think that was her way of saying, like, her soul actually left before she ever passed. You
Right.
know.
That's crazy though. Wow. I'm what I'm doing is I'm sharing you out now.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I
um,
don't know why. For some odd reason my brain is acting slow. It's like on slow mo, and I just now decided, hey, let me share this out.
it's okay.
What is wrong with
Um,
me?
while you're doing that, I'm going to read to you what Tammy said. She said, I
Okay,
believe that too. Energies coming into our dream states because energies actually jump into my daughter's body and sleepwalk, start doing bizarre crap. A lady comes to me and talks to me in my sleep.
really?
Wow.
Do
Yep,
you? Let me ask her this. Do you understand the message that she's trying to get out?
it's a good question. While
Because
she's answering that, Vicky did say a dreamer. She is a dreamer, and she talks with family that passed a lot in her dreams.
hmm see, because there's a message in there. If she's coming to you in her dreams, there's a message in there. And what you need to do now, what you need to try to do, and it's not easy because I'm guilty of this myself a lot. Try to write it down. Uh, Figure out what the message is. If you could, remember word for word. Try to figure out what that dream was because eventually, whatever they're trying to tell you is going to come back on you. So yeah, take that for what it's worth. Because I feel there's a message in there. You have to decipher the message. Now you might not catch the message till later on, or it might actually happen to you, and then you'll say, "Oh, now I get it."
Yep,
You
I
know,
agree with that. I agree with that.
so
That's
look.
actually a good psychological thing too. A lot of times, a lot of psychologists and therapists, they actually suggest if you're able to remember your dreams, you should journal
Mhm,
them anyway because it is your unconscious and subconscious trying to communicate something with you.
mhm.
So
That's
they should
right.
do that anyways. If you're seeing, especially if you're seeing one person over and over, there's obviously something she's trying
Is
to
it
tell you.
her spirit guide?
Right. I mean, it
Because
could be.
if you can speak to your spirit guide, because everyone has a spirit guide.
Mhm.
We have a couple of spirit guides. We have our guardian spirit guides, like our family members. Then you have your spirit guide. Um, could be trying to communicate messages through you in your dream.
Right. Now, what that message is, I mean, of course, we don't know, but that's what you have to decipher.
Write everything down that you can remember, because I'm horrible at remembering.
Right. I'm horrible at remembering, and then the dreams I do remember, I all of a sudden have deja vu because I'll say like, "Oh, wait a minute, I've seen this before."
See, the scary dreams that I have, I don't like having a lot of them because I get the premonition dreams of plane crashes, and then they end up happening. And those are the scary ones that I don't like having.
Mm-hmm.
Or the deja vu ones where you dream of something and then you're like, wait a minute, didn't I just do this already or don't
That
remember.
happens to me. I have a lot of deja vu. Um,
Same
so
here.
Tammy, in response to your question about if she understands what she's saying, yes, I understand the lady, and I pass on the messages she gives me. Some listen, but some don't. So she is
Well,
giving you specific messages then to give to other people's.
That should probably your spirit guide.
right, and those ones that's not listening, they're just not paying attention, which eventually they will see the message that she was trying to tell them, and then they'll be more or less like, oh, this is okay, I get you now, because at
Right.
first they didn't understand.
Right.
See, a lot of people, when we pass away, a lot of people, when you tell people that you can talk to them, they don't want to hear that. Because a lot of people
Agree.
are afraid of the answer that they might get. They might get,
Yep.
you
Yep.
know, and that's what a lot of people are afraid of. So it's not about being black magic or anything like that, or me being black in general. The thing is, it's whatever happened. They're afraid. What is the saying? Don't let your past be your future. So if you had a bad past and they're afraid that if you said something derogatory or something nasty to that person in life, that it's going to come back on them in death. Okay. And they're afraid. They don't want that answer. They don't want to know. They know that you passed away. They're like, I get it. Yeah, you're dead. Okay.
Right.
I think most people are just skeptic about the whole thing and don't understand
Right.
the unknown. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they're afraid of the unknown because they can't see it.
Right.
To
Right.
communicate, you know what I'm saying? To actually believe it.
Right.
It's like believing in Santa Claus and
But I'm
a
the
lot of
Santa
people.
Claus.
I my way of explaining that to a lot of people is, and people get offensive by it, but at the same time, they don't. That's when I bring in religion, not meaning to bring in religion, but when Jesus died on the cross and he came when he rose from the dead, he didn't come back as a human. He came back as a spirit.
That's interesting right there.
And I was like, if you could believe in a person, you know what I'm saying, that is not physically here, then why is it you can't believe in spirits that are are here? That's
Sorry,
just
I was sneezing.
You're okay.
Oh, that was a sneeze? I thought you was coughing.
No, I kept sneezing.
He does it too. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, are you coughing? Are you okay? He's like, I'm sneezing. I was like, oh, I thought you were coughing.
I was trying to hold it in, so it probably came out more like a cough. I'm like,
No, it's all good. I thought maybe I was gonna say, hey, have another cigarette. Shoot, relax. I was reading that.
What I was saying earlier, though, she's actually talking about it now. The figures that she sees in her dream, she said, is actually a light, and the chakras are lit up. That's what it was. I knew it had something to do with rainbow-like colors. So it's not an actual person she's seeing.
When they're seeing the chakras light up, that's them. That's you're seeing your chakra. Is what you're seeing. So they're showing you. When you see your chakras go from here to your stomach. Okay. So when you see your chakra, okay, that's the time that you need to meditate and relax because you're seeing yourself.
Well, the problem is with that particular thing in her case, she's already asleep when she's seeing it. So she wouldn't be able to study it. But
right, because it's your subconscious. It's your subconscious. That's what your chakras are. Your chakra is your subconscious. So when you're seeing your chakra, you're seeing yourself. That's your subconscious.
That's kind of crazy to think about. What do you think about that, Tammy? Like you're actually dreaming to yourself.
Right. So now,
or you're seeing aura of the other person.
Right. So
because a lot of people I know believe in their can see other people's auras.
You want a cookie?
Okay, have a seat. Let me get a cookie.
So what you want to do with your chakras is you want to manifest, and what you want to do is manifest basically, good karma. Good karma. So let me ask you something, Tammy, because I know you don't know me. I know I don't know you. I like to get to know you. Okay. So let me ask you this. Have you ever thought negative things about anybody recently?
uh,
Do you see where I'm going with this?
yeah,
Because
poor
this
Tammy.
deals with your chakras. This is why
The
I'm
girl,
asking this question.
you have to know this girl has gone through the ringer for years. Um, so unfortunately, you know, she sees a very dark side of everybody. She doesn't get to see much of the positive, unfortunately, because that's the way her life is. Though people show them or
Mm-hmm.
show themselves in that dark light. You know what I mean? She doesn't get to see much of the positives of people because it is the truth. It's the doctors. It's the
Mm-hmm.
hospital. It's constantly health
See,
things happening, and
see
um,
that
She
that's
reads
Jen.
people. She
Mm-hmm.
reads people. A lot of that's a like that's I'm guilty. I
Yeah,
can read
that's
people
Jen.
what the other people can't read. I
Jen
can
is
read
Jen used to be
people
like
out.
that.
I
But
did. I'm
one of
guilty.
the things she learned though
I've
is
learned to.
when you cast a dark shadow on yourself, because basically when you're thinking about other people in a negative light, that's also talking about yourself. So now you
it,
have to look at yourself in a positive light. And when you
well,
bring positivity in, the negativity comes out.
with in Tammy's particular situation, though, unfortunately, I don't. It's hard for her to see the other people in a positive light because it is such a negative um, influence in her life all the time. It's always hospitals. It's always doctors screwing
Vicky,
things up. It's
Vicky's
always somebody. I mean, she literally owns her own property. For instance,
Mm-hmm.
she has no access to water because the farmers in her area have actually drained all of the aquifers around her. You know what I mean? Like it's just constant something bad happening in their lives, and it's really hard, you
Right.
know. So
Um,
what Vicky's saying is a possibility
right.
is because she is asleep, the spirit is coming through her and talking, so she's getting her, you know, her chakra
Okay. I see what she said.
hearing.
She said, dude, I have negative feelings about too many people. Let me tell you this, Vicky. As long as you keep negativity in, it's going to stay there. Misery loves company. Keep that in mind. So when you bring the positivity in, negativity comes out. Not everybody is bad people.
I had to
See,
learn it.
and Jen had to learn that. Not everybody is bad people. I had to teach that to our boys who were being bullied all the time in school. That not everybody is bad people. And something happened to you to where you have this mindset. Okay. But it's up to you to change your mindset. Change it because it's going to make you wrinkle. It's going to make you get all that gray hair, all that worry, all unnecessary worry and stress. Misery loves company. Your health is going to go bad. Okay. Stop the negativity. Instead, bring some love into your heart and into your life and change your life for the better to make you look better and start saying positive things about yourself. If somebody negative comes around you, stay away from them, block them. And that's going to heal your chakras. See,
Well, you have to
you
cleanse your
you
chakra.
sometimes it's your environment. If you know, I used to say this saying, you can take what was that? I forgot what that saying was. Oh, you can take a person out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out the people. Okay, so I'm not saying hood, of course. I'm just using it as a metaphor. But in order to change, you have to want change. And if you want change, you would just change. That's like if you want to quit smoking, you just quit. If you don't want to quit smoking, then carry on. Because can't nobody make you quit doing anything but You. I can sit here all day long and tell you, hey, stop talking to that person. Stop talking to that person. Stop talking to that person. That doesn't mean you're going to stop. That sometimes encourage you to keep talking to them. Just like our kids. When we tell our kids, don't go messing around with him. Don't go messing around with her. What do? They go messing around with them.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got
That's,
to,
that's the truth. Whenever I was smoking cigarettes, I mean, that's the thing. Every time somebody would be like, you shouldn't be smoking. Oh, yeah, you think so?
Right. That's what I tell them. Oh, really? You know what? One of these days I'll quit.
Mm-hmm.
But until then,
Mm-hmm.
carry on.
Right.
You have to change, is what it is. And you know what, Tammy? I'm quite sure you're a sweetheart. I bet you're the nicest person in the world. I bet you are.
She definitely is, like her name says, America's Gigi. She's very much family oriented. Her grandbaby is everything to her, and her kids, they're pretty amazing kiddos too. They've really been put through the ringer with their health, and it's such a rare genetic thing that they really don't know how to navigate these health issues that come up all the time, because it is a it's a, what is it called? A type of autoimmune that that they're just learning to navigate.
Dealing with Manny all the time with his epilepsy seizures.
Yep.
It's a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's
Right.
touch and go. And the last one, when he was in the hospital, we totally thought he was gone. I almost lost my mind on that one. So
I remember that. Yeah. That's sad. Is he doing okay now, though? I mean, is he better? Have they slowed down?
Yeah, he's doing a little better now. He's still, not out of danger yet. The medicine that he got him on is still on a trial basis. I think it's like 90 days, and then if he's still doing good after 90 days, then we're okay.
It's an old medicine that they used to use back in the day, phenobarbital.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what they put him on.
Right. And so far, it's actually doing way better. So, thank heavens.
Isn't that medicine in and of itself a dangerous medicine, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah. In certain cases, yes. But, I think all medicines are dangerous depending on how you take it.
Yeah.
I don't take medicines. I don't really, it's hard for me to even take a pill. If I got a headache, Jim will tell you, I will last through the headache before I ask for ibuprofen. I'll keep the headache.
He don't go to the doctor.
I don't go to the doctor.
For 25 years. He won't go.
Tammy, no, you're not. You're a nice person.
She said, I'm a B. Hey, honey.
Oh, she is not. I didn't even see that. She is not.
I am.
Don't let her. No, see, negative thought right there. Right. No, Jen. No, Jen, don't even start with that.
Jen
okay,
is.
so here's the thing. we all are bitches. Every one of us is a bitch. And I include you men too, because you all have your days too. But
that's right, okay. I'm a bitch.
Yes. Yes, you are. You know you are. Now listen though.
You know I am.
Here's the thing though.
That's my sizzle chest.
He's a son of a bitch.
What'd you say about my son?
Tammy and Jen, right? The thing to remember about us being bitches, right? Because I'm one too. It's Eddie, you hush. You hold on just a second. I'm not gonna say anything. I have. We are only bitches. We are only bitches when it matters, when it is necessary, when it's needed.
Sometimes I think men PMS too.
I know.
We do. We have our moments.
More than often.
We just don't show that feminine side. Okay.
I think men have very feminine sides. They just don't come out with it.
If I did come out with it, we'd be living a whole different lifestyle. I'd be divorced.
No, I'm serious.
I'd be paying child support. I didn't know my husband was gay till just now.
You gotta be gay to have feminine side of you. I think all men have that.
Really? But what if I wore a dress?
Then we have issues.
So okay, Tammy. Well, we're about done anyway. We only got 6 minutes left. So But you have a good night, Tammy. And I did share the
Nice
link.
meeting you.
Right there
Tammy,
above your
it's nice
comment.
meeting you. If you get a chance, stop by the live stream. We're gonna be doing a live spirit box session tonight.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right, everybody. As soon as we're done with this, go eat your dinner. You got 1 hour, and then we're gonna head over to Eddie and Jen's, okay? And we're gonna watch their show. So,
Hey, I appreciate you guys coming by. Hey,
thanks
and
for
it's
coming on.
all for love. Become part of the family.
Yep.
You never know. We might have some good things happen. Might have some. Well, there's not going to be no bad things because we don't take time out for that. So
You got the big selenite, right?
Yes, ma'am. I got this right here. Like, come on, Cletus. You'll walk over, but you'll limp back. That's how it is.
Jen refuses to share her clothes. What? Oh, to you, Eddie. Okay.
Oh, yes, she does. Because she wears a junior size anyway, so I couldn't fit it.
Oh, she's short. Oh.
She is short.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute, though.
You see how tall Annie was?
Well, thank you so much for coming on. Tell her thank you. I know she's helping your son right now.
You're very welcome. We thank you for coming up. Oh, letting us come up, rather. And I'm sorry about last week, but we had the memorial service and everything. And
honey, I didn't think it would be a good night anyway to begin with. So it was perfectly acceptable and understandable that you couldn't come on. I was okay with that. So
thank you very much.
Yes. And everybody, like I said, head on over there in about an hour. It's Central Time. They're in Texas, so 8 o'clock. And I've shared the link enough times in the comments. You should be able to find one. So, all right, guys, have a good night.